Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So we'll start with prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashilakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatharine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna devotees, so where are we today?
Ramaghat. Station at Ramaghat. I will proceed to the next ghat.
So Ramaghat, yes. Very good. How about others? Where are others? Shri Prabhu, where are we?
Ramaghat, Prabhu.
Ramaghat, okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
So,
we took rest here.
Took rest here? Okay, very nice.
Yes,
so let's move from here to the next place, that is Chiraghat. So one important thing that we can see here is that Ramaghat is here. So from Kailan 1, we went to Ramaghat, and from Ramaghat, we are going to Chiraghat. So you can see this ghat, these are all on the banks of river Yamuna. So as we see, we all started from Vrindavan, and we moved in this way, going all the way, kind of coming in the circle now almost, and we are almost very close to Vrindavan. So now we are walking along the banks of river Yamuna and coming to Chiraghat. So let us try to understand the significance of this place. So this is another place. So Vrindavan, what Vrindavan signifies? Vrindavan signifies pure love of Krishna. So it is demonstrating the wonderful pastimes of Lord and the wonderful qualities of the devotees of the Lord. And one very important quality, the most important, the most fundamental quality that the devotees of Vrindavan possess is this quality of having pure love for Krishna. Now, what is this pure love for Krishna is demonstrated at this place by the gopis and by the Lord himself. But before we go there, let us try to understand what is pure love or pure devotion. So, in order to understand what is pure love or pure devotion, we need to understand through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna, who has appeared in the mood of Srimati Radharani, has given us this wonderful Shikshastakam verses, which in fact contains all of the philosophy. And in those verses, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the 8th verse, mentions about what is pure devotion or what is pure love. So let us look at that verse from Shikshastakam, which mentions about what it means to be in pure love. So this verse says, Ashlishya va padartam pinashtu mam adarshanan marmahatam karotu va yatha tatha va vidhathatu lampato mat prananathastu sa eva naparaha. So this verse, which is the last verse of Shikshastakam, here Mahaprabhu is saying, in fact, when Mahaprabhu is saying these verses, Chandraprabhu Mataji, can you go on mute?
Yeah.
So, Ashlishya. So, Ashlishya means to embrace. Va or Padaratam Pinastu Mam. Pinastu means to trample. So, the Lord can embrace Ashlishya or can trample me. Or Adarshanan, he may not be visible. Marmahatam Karotuva. he may break my heart by not being visible. Srila Prabhupada says that if someone is in love with someone and if one is not able to see them, one is heartbroken. And sometimes devotees may be doing service and they're not able to still see the Lord. And therefore, sometimes people may say, oh, I served for so many days, so many years, I did not get this or I did not get that. Or maybe someone even may say, I do not see the Lord. Where is the Lord? What is he doing? But actually, the pure devotees of the Lord, how do they see? Whether you are visible to me, whether you're not visible to me, whether you embrace me or whether you trample me. Yatha tatha va vidhatu lampato. As you like, yatha tatha, as you like. Vidhatu lampato. You're a debauchee, you may go with other women or you may do whatever you like. But still, mat prananathas tusa eva naparaha. You are the only Lord of my life. There is no one else. So, this is pure devotion, Prabhupada says. Prabhupada says, irrespective of anything, the Lord does. Sometimes Lord may put us in distress. Sometimes Lord may test us in different ways. That should not be the criteria. Oh Lord, I'm doing service for you and I'm put into so many difficulties. So now I may not do service the way I was doing earlier. No. The pure devotees of the Lord, in any condition, their only goal is to satisfy Krishna. And this is the pure love that is demonstrated by the gopis of Vrindavan. And this is another pastime which is demonstrating this wonderful quality of pure love of gopis. And translation says, let Krishna tightly embrace this maidservant who has fallen at his lotus feet. Let him trample me or break my heart by never being visible to me. He is a debauchee after all and can do whatever he likes, but he is still no one other than the worshipful Lord of my heart. So this is Srila Prabhupada often quotes this verse of Shikshastakam to say what is pure love. And Prabhupada also says that there is no question of business. In devotion, sometimes people go in exchange. If I do this donation in some temple, then I should get a good promotion, or I should get some visa card or something else. So Prabhupada says it is not, pure love is not a business transaction. It is only meant to satisfy the Supreme Lord. And this place that we are visiting today, that is Chiraghat, is a demonstration of this pure love of gopis, which was demonstrated at this place. So this verse is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shikshastakam verses, where towards the end of Antya Leela, this is being described. Now let us visit today's place and see what is this place. So this is this place called Chiraghat. So you can see here, there are devotees sitting and the Lord. And then there's a beautiful tree here where devotees tie various clothes and garments here. Now, why do they do so? What is so significant about this place? So it is said that the gopis, in the Vedic culture, the unmarried girls of age 10 to 14, they would worship Lord Shiva or Durga so that they can get a good husband. And they especially worship during this month of October and November so that they can get a nice husband. So as the gopis were eating a specific kind of khichdi with no spices and following certain austerities during this month so that they can get a nice husband. But at the same time, they were also enamored by the beauty and beauty of Lord Krishna, that they all wanted Lord Krishna as their husband. And the Lord Krishna, who is also known as Yogeshwara, Prabhupada says Yogeshwara means the greatest mystic. So Prabhupada says the mystics can have this ability to understand what is happening in others' mind by their yogic power. Because the Lord is the supreme mystic, he knows what was there in the heart of the gopis. And therefore, this wonderful pastime Lord enacted in this place called Chiraghat and this is known as Vastra Harana Leela. So when the gopis went to take bath in the morning in the river Yamuna, they would leave their garments in the land, and they would they would take bath in the river Yamuna. So one day, Lord Krishna, taking this as an opportunity, he comes to this place, and then he stole all their garments. And when the gopis wanted to come back, they could see that their clothes were missing. And when they were trying to look around, they could eventually see, oh, it's Lord Krishna who has stolen their garments. And so they started asking Lord Krishna to give their garments, but Lord Krishna asked them to come one by one out and then take their garments. Now, this very confidential pastime of the Lord enacts this pastime because he, as Paramatma, seeing their desire to have Krishna as their husband, Lord obliges their desire, and he enacts this pastime so that they all can become his wives. And here it is one very important aspect to note is the simplicity of gopis. Although they initially say, oh, we are eternal servants of yours, but if you ask us to do things which are so difficult, we'll complain to Nanda Maharaj or maybe even to Kamsa. But very soon, when Lord Krishna says that if you are all my eternal servants, you should follow my instruction. And the gopis, being very simple, they just simply follow the instruction of Lord Krishna. And this is a very important quality that one must possess. That simply to follow the instruction of the Lord and his pure devotee. Simply by doing this, one can satisfy the Supreme Lord. And it is said here that when one is simply serving the Supreme Lord, by simply fully surrendering, Lord may steal things. As we know, Lord is also known as Makanchor. Lord is also known as the stealer of the gopis' clothes. And in this way, the Lord may also take away all our possessions. As Srila Prabhupada says that when he, just before coming Vrindavan, his entire factory was burnt away. And Prabhupada says this was a mercy of the Lord, that Lord took away all his possessions. When Lord wants to show extra mercy on his devotees, he takes away material possessions which are hindrance to the devotion. And therefore, it is very significant for us to become very simple and surrender to the Lord, and then accept whatever Lord bestows upon us. Sometimes he may give us some material benefits, sometimes he may take it away. But in both cases, our devotion to the Lord should only increase. And this is another beautiful pastime where the simplicity of the gopis allowed them to become Krishnas. And because they simply followed the instruction of Lord Krishna accepted them to be his wives. And Lord Krishna assures them very soon that he would marry all of them. So similarly, we should take inspiration from this pastime of how simple we should become to follow fully in the orders of the spiritual master and the Lord, and serve in pure devotion. Try to develop. So this entire sadhana bhakti that we are practicing is to develop this pure devotion, not a transactional devotion. That only if I get this, I do devotional service. No. Only for satisfying Krishna, one should render devotion service. And even if Krishna takes away things, it is only for our good. In fact, Prabhupada says, it's only in selected devotees' case that the Lord takes away everything. And here we can see the Lord has stolen the clothes of the gopis. Similarly, the Lord can take away all the sinful reactions, provided we are willing to follow the Lord and his pure devotee. With that, we'll stop here for at Chiraghat and move to next place tomorrow evening. So next we'll move to Damodar Ashtakam. Thank you all for joining.